Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about upgrades. So this is my track checkpoint SL5. It's the SL5 frame, but that's basically the only thing that's still remotely close to an SL5. I've done so much to this bike since I've gotten it. So I made a video initially with a few of the things that I put on when we had them build it up. But I want to talk about a few more of the upgrades that we put on this bike since. So let's run through it. So if there's any background noise, I want to thank these guys that are redoing this bridge. This is going to be closed for like another year. So yeah, if you hear banging around or anything in the back, it's these guys making this bridge much better. Alright, so the first upgrade that I've made since my last video is I went back to the saddle that I had on my Polygon. It's the Aeolus comp. And this is changing it out from the Verse comp, which was the stock saddle. I still have the dropper post. It's just much more comfortable for me. You know, it's a little bit lighter too, but really it's just this little contour here, and it's a shorter nose. Keeps your nether region a little more comfortable. We'll move up to the handlebars. I had to change the grip tape out. The grip tape over here started separating. I guess that's where I put my hands mostly. But I changed it out to some Bontrager gray tape. I really like the way it looks, and honestly it's much softer than the grip tape that came with this bike. A little more cushy, and it almost feels like a suede or something like that, but it's pretty nice. All right, we move to the wheels. Big upgrade here. Carbon wheels, Bontrager Aeolus Pro 3Vs, and these wheels are awesome. They are 37 mil, so a little more deep dish for aero, but not, you know, so deep where you're getting blown around all over the road. But also a cool thing about these wheels is the hub. And it's a 108 point engagement hub, so it's super clicky. You can hear it when I rotate it backwards. You may have noticed another upgrade is the Cassette. This is a Shimano Dior 51 tooth cassette, so it's a mountain bike cassette. And I have a 38 tooth oval chain ring there. Same one. That was made possible with the Garbaruk Long Cage. Basically, it's you know, extends this out in order to have the chain be able to reach the 51 tooth. So I had to put a spacer in there, but it shifts pretty crisp. It's all Shimano. So it has the Hyperglide on the chain, on the cassette. All right, so the only parts of this drivetrain that aren't Shimano is the derailleur cage. This is still GRX 800 derailleur, GRX 800 cranks. They're 170, and it has a wolf tooth 38 tooth oval. So yeah, I dig it. It's just you're able to climb mountains with this thing. Up here in the cockpit, again, I have, you know, the mount for my lights. It's the Night Rider light, just clicks in, and here is a little quick release magnet mount from a GoPro. So it kind of looks like this on the bottom, and what you do is you pop it in and the magnet grabs it, and then you twist it half a turn and it's locked in. and that's not going anywhere. And then, you know, if you want to take it off to film something, all you do is a little quarter turn and it pops right off. So we'll try that again, and you can do it while you're riding. It's super easy. So quarter turn, click. And what's cool is I have another one of these mounts on my chesty, so when I mountain bike, you know, you can have the GoPro Hero on your chest. But if you start to ride and you see something cool, you just take it out, you're filming, and then you can just pop it back on without thinking about it, and then it's there. And it's out of the way, you know, it doesn't hit your hands or anything. Hands go underneath, you know, plenty of clearance, and it's pretty neat. This is what it looks like when it's on. So good stuff right there. Woo. All right, it's windy out here. I don't know if you can hear me too well, but this bike, man, remember my, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. My Trek Driftless review, I wanted a beefier bike. Well, I essentially made this Trek Checkpoint into my beefier bike. The Cassette, the mountain bike Cassette, I'm really anxious to use that on a steeper mountain or hill. The wheels, they basically make each one of your tires a little bit wider. So I have the 40 mil GR2s on here right now, and they balloon them out to about 43 mil, which is awesome. So a little bit wider as far as what I was looking for, but you're still running 700C, so it's a little more efficient rolling, but it's good times. So the upgrades I put on this bike: the red shift, the shock stop, suspension stem, the dropper post, the bigger cassette. The bike is still 22 pounds when I weigh it, so I think that can equate to the wheels going to 1x instead of the 2x system. And the frame is carbon too, so it's, you know, a hair lighter. It's not SLR light. Those are like 18 pounds, 19 pounds. But with those upgrades, as far as comfort for me, it's still a super light bike, and I feel it when I ride. So it helps me out. So I'm having fun with it. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. You know, see more of this bike, my mountain bike, my fat bike, my Trek FX, basically my 4 bikes that I use on the regular. You know, subscribe if you want to be part of the journey. Otherwise, no matter what, I appreciate you stopping by, and enjoy the ride. Woo.